WBC Heavyweight World Title, and it is brought to you by JPB Transport and Logistics. We are ready now to introduce to you the ring, the first of our gloved gladiators. Please make him welcome Tafa Misipati. New Zealand's Tafa Misipati is in the ring. And now, ladies and gentlemen, needing very little introduction to the arena, he is simply known as the Colossus. This is Steve Bonner.
And Rico, get ready for this. This will be one of the best ring entrances you will see in the country. We've got the Mad Piper, flaming bagpipes to the tune of AC/DC. They call him the Mad Piper, and I'll tell you what, this one gets the people on their feet. And the Colossus, Steve Bonner, the current WBC World Heavyweight Champion, coming into the ring. He's got some big support, but you've got to love a set of bagpipes over here in Perth. It's the little hair that I have on my head standing up. The Mad Piper. Flame-throwing bagpipes here.
I'm glad you've got a bit of hair on your head. I've got none on mine, so
yeah,
I'm cringing.
And of course, Steve Bonner, the current WBC champion, hopping into the ring, taking on Tafa Misipati from New Zealand. 5 3-minute rounds, multi-rules action, proudly brought to you by JPB Transport and Logistics. The Colossus, Steve Bonner.
Tafa looks like Derek Moy, Australian strongman, and I got Steve the Colossus Boner, looks like Peter Graham.
Yes, a couple of lookalikes there in centering, but the current WBC champion, Steve Bonner, trained by Ponma, 16 fights for 14 wins. But I'll tell you what, some good credibility coming out of the blue corner as well. Tafa Misipati, trained by Jason Suddy out of BTK Gym in New Zealand. 29 fights and 22 wins, 10 by way of knockout.
If your opponent's on the ground for any reason, don't punch or kick him, otherwise it's a foul and I will penalise you. Do you understand that? If you're going to catch and carry the front kick, you must let it go if your opponent takes a second step. Do you understand that? Okay. Keep your punches above the waistline. Your inside leg kicks, watch the groin area. Okay. Touch gloves, go back to your corner and wait for the bell.
Yeah, the Rose, Brad Vicali, and a huge height and reach advantage going the way of the Colossus. And I don't call him the Colossus for nothing, Steve Bonner. I still can't get over that ring entrance. I love the Mad Piper. Love a bit of AC/DC, but I've never seen bagpipes with flames. This is 5 3-minute rounds, full tie rules. Steve Bonner gets through this one. I think he's making his way across to Melbourne to take on Paul Slawinski coming up soon on Kings of Combat. The height and reach going the way of the Colossus. And the boys from New Zealand, Sam, the Islanders, we know they are as tough as they come.
Yeah, well, I know them really well. I know Jason Suddy, personal friend of mine, but I can say this, anything that comes out of Jason Suddy's school or gym, very tough at heart and very big punches.
Jason Suddy, very big in the scene over in Japan as well, Sam, where you were fighting. And
yeah, it was a crowd favourite for a while there, I must say.
I think they changed his name over there too, didn't they? To Jason Noganara or something, some sort of Japanese ring to it at some stage as well. But
it was something like that.
He always had a good following, did Jason Suddy. Tafa Misipati, thumper.
Break! Just give us that arm, Steve.
Bonner there was looking to the knee, actually.
Big height and reach advantage going the way of Steve Bonner.
Yeah, look, he's got the height, he's got the reach, he should use it to his advantage here. Well, nice little uppercut there.
Both boys weighing in around 115 kilos. Big knee there from Steve Bonner.
Yeah, look, Tafa's going to have to be careful with those when he gets on the inside.
Working a grapple. Break!
What about his real name? Thumper. It gets worse.
He's a big boy in centre ring.
Good overhand right.
Break!
setting up for a spinning back elbow there, but Steve Bonner just got him in a rear naked choke just to slow him down a little bit. Carly just keeping an eye on proceedings. Again, big shout out to JPB Transport Logistics getting on this main event. This is Battle Colossal Extreme number 16, and you're watching it on Fight Sports. Every Thursday night now, prime time, 8:30, Fight Sports, proudly brought to you by JPS Coatings, Paris Productions, the best DVD producer and fight production team in Australia. More shows, more often, Thursday nights and repeats on Sundays.
Good handiwork there by Steve Bonner, using his hands and leg combination very, very well. I'd like to see him capitalise when he does catch Tafa. I want to see him capitalise on it.
Big leg kick there from Tafa.
Good combinations there, as I said before. He puts them together very well. And as I said, if he fights from a distance, he can take this fight at any time.
Beautiful left-right combination followed up by a nice high kick there from Steve Bonner.
Yourself. Head up. Right.
Good work there from Brad Vicali as well, just telling Tafa to keep his hands up. But one way to fire up the boys from New Zealand, and that is to take it up to them. Yeah, big first round there to the Colossus. Steve Bonner, a 10-8 round there. And if he keeps going at this rate, he'll hang on to his belt, but take nothing away from Tafa Misipati as well, Sam.
No, but indeed. It's a tough round. Like I said to you before, Steve just got the better of him by putting this complete combination together. And Tafa didn't have an answer for it.
Round number 2.
Let's go, Steve. Come on.
Round 2, and Paul D in the corner, promoter and trainer, would be very happy with his big charge there, the Colossus, after the first round. Good work right there too from Steve Bonner. Looked like a step-up elbow from Bonner, but I'm not sure what happened there. What Tafa got caught with as
I
he
think
walked in.
they both crossed and it was an elbow.
6, 7.
Both arms crossed and it was an elbow.
Right,
Tafa won't stay down. There he is.
Protect yourself. Come on.
He's got a job to do.
Let's go.
He's been hit with harder than that, so here it is there, yeah. I think it definitely was the elbow.
So another 10-8 round so far, but I'll tell you what, Tafa Misipati's fired up again, crossing elbows from Bonner.
Giving him his back again, referee will
Turn you up.
call back.
This is great work from Steve.
Working a grapple.
If he gets through this
Come on,
one,
show me something.
Making his way across to Melbourne to fight on Kings of Combat at the end of April.
Nice elbow, short elbow there.
Or driving knee there from Bonner.
Very, very handy with his techniques, the Colossus, for a big fella.
Yeah, at 115 kilos, obviously they rely a lot on their strength and size, but he does have good technique, Sam.
No, he's nice and clean. That's where he's most dangerous, when he's nice and clean.
Crossing elbow from Bonner.
Tafa looking for that big shot on the inside or over the top. I'd like to see Tafa put some more hand-leg combinations in together.
Left there from Bonner.
Back spinning kick. Oh, back spinning elbow, sorry.
You can see that one coming from across the other side of the stadium. Or crossing elbow again from Bonner. He's using that height and reach advantage as he's getting in close. He's just crossing that nice right elbow across. Clinch with that big leg kick there from Bonner. That's good work there from Misipati. Might be something that Jason Sully might say to him when he gets back into the corner to start working the leg kicks. Jumping knee there.
Jumping knee there.
There's that crossing elbow again from Steve Bonner.
Yeah, so another nice elbow there. Yeah, Tafa's off the mark there with those back spinning fists. And you know, it's very consuming and very taxing on the body. I'd suggest you probably don't do it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him working the leg kicks. Another big round there to the Colossus, Steve Bonner, another 10-8 round.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? Tafa has got something there that perhaps he should do a little more of. We've been talking about it was those low kicks. They're more effective. He was more effective with low kicks than what Steve Bonner was.
Yeah, spot on there, Sam.
Okay, let's go.
Steve's planning his lead leg.
Let's go, boys.
A couple of times Tafa, he looked like he caught a couple right on the knee. He was keep working at that. So So round 3 of 5. WBC World Super Heavyweight title on the line. Good check there from Tafa. And Steve's not one-dimensional as well. He's using both sides of the body, kicking left, kicking right.
Yeah, he's very well versed, as I mentioned before, and if he puts them together the way he's been doing
Tafa, watch the back of the head, brother. Come on, watch the back of the head. It's an accident, I know, but come on.
Just asking him to watch the shots to the back of the head.
Yeah, Tafa's definitely going to have to cut him down with leg kicks. He's any hope tonight. I personally like to see more of that.
Well, Jason Suddy was renowned for his leg kicks as well.
Oh, yeah. And a big puncher too. Jason, good work rate.
Did you ever meet him in centre ring?
No, never met him in centre ring. Did a bit with him while we're overseas, but gentleman at heart.
Always well liked, and certainly churning out some good fighters from the ETK gym over there in New Zealand. A regular on the fight cards over here in Australia. Just impressed with the way Bonner's using his combinations as well, Sam.
Yeah, his timing's impeccable. That's what I said to you before. This is his forte. And when something's good, just keep going.
So you can see Tafa's really sucking in the air, but he's not backwards in coming forwards. He's taking it up to Steve Bonner.
Yeah, he definitely is. I'll say it again, the effectiveness is more from Tafa with those leg kicks than what it is from Bonner. Bonner's catching him high with high kicks, yes, that's without a doubt. There's a knee there if he wants. There it is there. Oh, big right hand.
Big knee as well. But they don't call him a thumper or tougher for nothing. He is a tough boy. He's taken everything that Colossus has thrown at him so far. So one of those big overhand rights from Tafa Misipati finds his mark, and Steve Bonner will want to keep his guard up nice and high. There's the crossing elbow again. So with those elbows would have dropped a lesser man.
Yeah, no, definitely tougher thumper. Misipati tonight is definitely showing that he's tough in many more ways than one.
I think at about 6'5", Steve Bonner, even when he comes through those step-up elbows, he's able to get through nice and close. That's better work there from Tafa, just working the lead leg.
Yeah, there it is there. I mean, Steve, with all his experience, I'm not sure why he's not checking. But, you know, you can only wear so many of those. There it is again.
Yeah,
three in the last 10 seconds.
Much better work, and if Jason Suddy has been keeping an eye on that, he'll be asking Tafa to use that as he comes out in the 4th round.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
JPB Transport Logistics, the penultimate round 4.
Seconds out. Let's go, Pon.
Will Tafa Misipati come out with a different game plan and just chop away at the legs of the Colossus Steve Bonner? He's got a nice rhythm to him, Steve Bonner, keeps his guard nice and tight.
Yeah, he uses his length and his reach to its full advantage.
Oh, big left there from Tafa Misipati.
Capitalise on that. He's put him to short uppercut also. But Bonner doesn't seem to be phased. He's doing the smart thing and holding on.
Driving knees to the thighs.
Tafa, just watch the groin area. Just watch his accident, brother. All right? It's okay. You all right? Okay, fine.
Brad just asked him to watch it look like it was close to the inside thigh. You don't want to get caught there. That lead leg of Steve Bonner just planted there, Sam, and Tafa he's just got to start working it.
There, it's you know, you can run that off. You can run those low kicks off a hand, either lead hand or a backhand. Doesn't really matter. The Tafa's either kicking or punching. He's not doing both.
Which is the difference. In Steve Bonner, we've seen he's gone left-right kick, and he's dropped Tafa with that as well.
There's that back spinning fist. I said perhaps you shouldn't go. Just let it go.
Looks like he's setting up for it again. He's working that leg kick again. Counting with his own leg kicks. And a big night here tonight, a full house here at the Kingsway Indoor Stadium at Madeline, Perth. Full credit to Pon Martin, Australian Muay Thai Promotions.
There's that handling combination by Colossus, the Colossus himself. I'd like to see that more from Tafa, the hand leg. So there's the hands only. He's got to follow through with something.
He's got to be careful too not to get locked up in the grapple, because every time he has got locked up in the grapple, Steve's just thrown those crossing right elbows in.
Yeah. He's open for elbows and knees here. Just keep chasing him.
Some of those elbows have been finding a mark, because he hasn't been cut at the moment. Tafa Misipati.
No, they've found their mark, but obviously not good enough. Probably landing with the softer edge or the flusher edge rather than the point.
Okay, you're right. Just watch them down there, boys. Okay, come on.
The elbow.
Not a lot in that one from Tafa.
Yeah, those back spinning kick, it does take a lot out of you. You're at the 4th round of the fight. I'd like to see him work straight ahead rather than doing any of that fancy stuff.
And really, he hasn't got the speed to execute it.
No, but I also think that, the Tafa has got the ability to stop the Colossus if he really wants to.
He's just got to work those leg kicks. We can see it from here, Sam. It's the lead leg of the Colossus, Steve Bonner. He's reddening up, but Tafa's just not employing it, as you said. Yeah, comfortable 4th round there again from Steve Bonner. A better round from Tafa Misipati, but he's down on the cards. He really needs to knock out Steve Bonner to take his WBC world title back to New Zealand.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
look,
go, Red Corner. Let's go. Come on, all out.
Steve, the Colossus Bonner is too well posed for Tafa, and look, this is the 5th round.
He's up on the card, Sam, so do you just play it easy now? Do you go in from knockout, or just say, you know what, I've got the belt, I'm going to hang on to it, I'll just take it nice and easy?
No, he can just cruise through. He creates an opening. If he finds it, he takes it. If not, just keep going.
But don't get caught.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything dramatic.
So the green belt at this stage looks like it's staying at home in WA, Pond's Thai boxing gym. That's better work from Tafa.
Geez, he's wearing a lot of low kicks. There it is. There, he's not checking.
And you can see every time Steve's putting his leg down, he's feeling it.
Working
He's
a grapple.
ginger on that lead
Come
leg
on,
now.
show me something in there,
But
work.
is it too little, too late, Sam?
Watch the groin.
It could be.
Watch the inside leg.
He's only time
Break.
to tell.
Go nowhere. Go back.
I personally think it is, but yet again, we've still got a few minutes left in this fight.
It's one of your trademarks, Sam, the big leg kicks.
Yeah, look, I was always renowned for a big leg kicker. I stopped a lot of guys with leg kicks, and it was one of my fortes coming from the Kyokushinkai background. So that's all we knew.
It's better work from Tafa.
Yeah, it'd be quite interesting if Tafa throws that right leg kick and a good counter to that right leg kick, a straight right hand, and Bonner's got the essentials there if he wants. He's going to wear it, you might as well throw something straight back at him. A great right hand would probably not be bowling straight over.
At this time of the fight, how easy is it to see it coming?
Look, at this time of the fight, depending on how tight both guys are and how switched on they are, you can pretty much see anything.
It's better work from Tafa. Big knees there from Steve Bonner as well. You've got to give one thing to Tafa Misipati though. He's worn the absolute best from the Colossus here tonight.
He has, look, and he's definitely proven before and in this fight, definitely, that he can take a whack. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's not about taking a whack, it's about finishing someone off.
At the moment, Steve Bonner up on the cards comfortably with 2 10-8 rounds in the early rounds. But say what, full credit to Tafa Misipati. He's making Steve Bonner earn his title.
Yeah, without a doubt. You want to keep it, mate, you've got to earn it.
Mati just screaming out to Steve Bonner just to keep his hands up. He knows that at any time Tafa can come over the top with a big right hand.
Yeah, no use getting fancy now. Just stick to it. Stick to what you've been doing the last 4 rounds and 4.5.
Back of the head, Cups. What's the back of the head? Come on.
See what Tafa felt that leg kick too from Steve Bonner. Good work. I'd like to see this one go an extra couple of rounds, Sam, because they've really worked at it.
There it is there.
There you go, main event proudly brought to you by JPB Transport and Logistics. Steve Bonner will retain the WBC Super Heavyweight World title.
The Colossus Bonner, and also to Tafa himself, Tafa
Misipati.
44. Judge 2 scores that 50-43. Judge 3 scores it 49-49. 44 with a unanimous decision to the red corner.
Yeah, no surprises there. It's been a huge night of Muay Thai, MMA and boxing action here tonight. You've been watching on Martin Australian Muay Thai Promotions, Battle Colossal Extreme number 16. My name's been John Fergus. Joining me tonight was Sam Greco. Sam, it was a great night. Looking forward to Battle Colossal Extreme number 17.
Definitely, and I'll be here right beside you.
Thank you and good night.
You going to present the trophy? You come over.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings to a close Battle Colossus 16. It's been a delight and a pleasure having you. Have a safe journey home. Until Battle Colossus 17, we'll see you then. Good night and thank you.